fellow travelers! It's Neil here.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is
To
Traveling
Tour
TV. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the International Travelers Hangout. As you can see, we managed to fix our technical issues, so that has been taken care of. Oh boy, do we have something to discuss.
It's been a crazy day.
It's
been a crazy day.
And so this is not something that we actually planned on discussing today because we didn't know it was going to happen.
No.
So anyways, yeah, I know you're probably getting curious. What the heck are they talking about?
What are we talking about? Oh my gosh.
You're going to be finding out here very, very shortly. First, I would like to have a look at the chat here. See who is in the house with us right from the start. And as a quick reminder, if you haven't done so yet,
thumbs up.
Thumbs up,
really
please.
Helps.
We would really, yes, it does really help indeed. And we could certainly use all the thumbs up. We very much appreciate that. And the YouTube gods have been on a purging frenzy lately. We have been doing okay.
Well, in fact,
we have gained.
Yeah, and we're only 2 away from 1,500.
Well, 3. We dropped 1. I know.
Well, 3 away from 1,500.
It's like really like.
That's what'll happen. Okay, we're gonna go then we'll hit 1,500.
Yeah.
Then we'll hit 1,502.
And then 50 or 1,487 or something.
And a 1,492.
Yeah. So double check, please, to make
sure you're still subscribed.
Yes, we would appreciate it. All right, going to the chat then. Daniel Fields, first
Hi,
one
Daniel.
in the house. Hello there, Daniel. Welcome back here in the International Travelers Hangout, my friend. If Nancy is out there, please say hi to her from us as well. Anthony Simone is the first moderator in the house today. Welcome back, my friend. Let's play the clip that we have for you. Here we go. That's Anthony Simone, moderator here in the International Travelers Hangout. Once again, tuning in from the state of Florida. Welcome back. Dewey from Dewey's Destinations says, so he's sitting at the poolside at the bar ready for showtime. All right, sounds good. Dewey once again on one of his trips. That is fantastic. We hope you're enjoying yourself, that's for sure. Then going down the comments, I see Anne Handley in the house. Hello there, Anne. Thank you so much for joining us. Always good to see you in here. Dan Solch, another one of our regulars. Hello. Welcome in. Here's a little flashback. And saying hi to everyone in here. Good. And Travel Adventures with Eric B is in the house, back from his fantastic trip to Iceland. So far, I have managed to watch one vlog of his about that trip, and that certainly encouraged me to watch more vlogs of that trip. So whenever I find a moment, I definitely plan on watching more, Eric. But for now, welcome back here. Always glad to have you on board. Daniel says, I'm glad the sound startled me. I was just working away. I already said hi to Dan, Kimberly.
I don't think you did.
Yes, I did.
Hi, Dan.
Okay, you say hi to Dan again. That's fine. You can certainly do that. Anthony saying showtime. All right.
Hi, Anthony.
Jamie, Amtrak Travel. Hi,
Jamie.
Guys from Dallas, Texas. Well, hello there, Jamie, and thank you so much for being here with us today. Anthony says that he just got back from Vermont. Did you? What were you doing in Vermont, Anthony? Did you visit family, or did you have a nice little trip there? Or let us know. Jamie says, guess they did some good today. I'm just booking my next trip to Cancun, Mexico in March. That is awesome.
You know how we love Mexico.
I mean, you cannot possibly go wrong with Cancun, Mexico. Yeah. That's for sure. So that's awesome, Jamie. Very well. Lindy Lou in the house. Hello there, Lindy Lou. Another one of our regulars here in the live stream, returning once again. Awesome. And here is Darian. Howdy to Travel and Tour. Thank you so much for the awesome shout out.
Oh, you're always welcome.
You are most welcome, my friend. And let's see here what you're at this point. I'm kind of curious. Have you hit the 1K yet? Let's find out. Not quite.
Oh no.
Not quite. But we are certainly in the right direction. 966 is what Darian is at right now. 966 fellow travelers. So if you're not familiar with Magnificent Germany with Darian, do check his channel out. Awesome guy, awesome videos. And be sure that you hit that red button for him. All right. Daniel is informing us that Nancy is working today. Okay. All right. Yep. It has to be done too. I was working earlier today. Oh, yeah. When am I not working?
I know. Me too.
Eric B says that he is 83 fellow travelers away from 400. Well,
You're
hey,
getting there.
Eric, you will find that the more, the further you get, the easier it becomes to gain fellow travelers.
I think so.
Because I maintain to this day that our first 100 was the most strenuous
it was so
task
hard.
that we have ever had in the history of our channel.
500 was really hard. 500.
Not harder than 100.
I don't know. I think 500 was really hard.
I'm telling you, the first 100 were just, whoa, very strenuous. So you will get there, Eric. You will get there. More meetings and greetings being exchanged then. Yes, guys, of course. If you do notice someone pop in the chat, please be sure to say hi to them. We want everyone to feel welcome in here. And due to the large volume of comments we go through, odds are you will get to them before we do. Eric pointing out to us as well that Darian is nearing the 1K. Yes, he is. Traveling with Nick P is here. Hi, everybody. Can't chat tonight, but I'll be listening. My SUV got in a fight with a concrete post I lost.
God.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nick. But hey, hopefully our live stream will be able to cheer you up a little bit. I mean, for what it's worth, but hey, we're glad to have you on board here. And of course, you can use our live stream as if it were a radio show. Absolutely no problem. Anthony, in response to the question we asked him, says that his trip to Vermont was work-related. Tyrannical Mystery Covers has joined us. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad to have you on board. Anthony Simone says, but he also went to a museum and a bar on his free time. Oh, so you did have some fun while you were at it, huh? That's great. That's great. Eric says here, 0 to 100 took forever. 100 to 200 took forever. And 200 to 300 wasn't as long.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. You will see, Eric, as time goes on, it will pick up a little bit.
What really helped us is when we first started, there was the cruise-a-thons. And we were, we
were just lucky.
We were just a baby channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now
we're a toddler.
Yeah, we're a toddler. But we were really a baby channel. We were, and then all of a sudden, we had never even thought about doing live streams. Live stream wasn't something we even considered. We had just decided that we were going to start doing the videos of our travels and have the YouTube channel, and then
imagine that we never thought at first about doing live streams. That was never part of the plan.
No, it was never part of the plan.
No. And here we are now. How many live streams later? 100 and some?
No, a lot more than that, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're probably approaching like 150 or so.
Because we've been monetized now almost a year.
Yeah, that is around this time now.
Yeah,
that we have been monetized a year. Can you believe that?
I know.
A year.
I know.
Phew. Time flies when you're having fun, that's for sure. Nick says that his car is going to be gone till early October, but he's glad it's at least at the body shop getting the attention it needs. Well, hey, you got to do what you got to do, and once you have it back, you're at least going to have a nice car back. Tyrannical Mystery Covers is right now at 642 fellow travelers. That is awesome. Another meetings and greetings here. Oh, and then we are all caught up. All right, good. Let's see here. Yeah, Eric also pointing out helping into 500. Yeah, guys, if you do have any milestones coming up in terms of fellow travelers gained or whatever,
let us know.
Feel free. Yeah, let us know. We'll be more than happy to, like we did for Darian, to give you a shout out on our channel or post a message in the To Travel and Tour community. Speaking of which, if you are not yet a member of the To Travel and Tour community, feel free to join. Yes, that's on the Facebook. Very easy and laid back kind of community, really. We count on everyone's common sense to, keep the post travel related and food and beverage related. Because, hey, if you are good travelers, you're good foodies. Yes, for sure. So, yeah, if you want to join, just apply. We'll let you in as soon as possible, and that's all there is to that. All right, so what is on the schedule for today? Well, of course, as you can see, we got something behind us, a nice background for you to guess here in a few moments. So there's going to be that. we want to talk to you a little bit about traveling to Europe and what the situation is like at this time regarding travels in that direction. And then, of course, we're going to save the best for last. What has happened that actually caused me to quickly post a comment under my own post like, hey, this live stream is going to be a little bit more than just talking travel.
Yeah. Well, it is talking
well,
travel.
it is talking travel, but something major is developing on our end, and we want to share that with you, of course. I mean, hey, good news is always great to share with others, right? Nick is pointing out he's at 162 fellow travelers. All right, all
Very
right.
good.
There you go. Good deal, good deal. Okay, I see.
Did you play Anthony's little clip?
Yes, Kimberly. Okay, are
I
you
don't
paying
remember it.
any attention at all to
Oh
this
yeah, we
live
did
stream?
play Anthony's clip. Okay.
What's wrong with you? You're not.
I've
different
had a
today.
day.
You are. Oh my
I've had a
goodness.
day. I really have.
But we got to play another clip here. Look, Danny is popping in from
Hey.
Griswold Family Fake. Hey, hello there, Danny. Thank you so much for joining us today. Always a pleasure having you with us. So let's play the Griswolds clip. Here we go. From the state of Oklahoma, that's Danny from Griswold Family Fake. Once again, tuning in for our live stream. Thank you so much for joining us once again, Danny, and welcome back. Dan is already taking a very early guess at the Guess the Background game, pointing out that this might very well be Ketchikan, but we're not going to say anything yet. Just think about any possible answers now, and then once we start playing Guess the Background, feel free to put them in. But at this point in time, we only have 12 fellow travelers in the live stream. So it's a bit of a slow start, but hey, once it starts picking up, it will be more fun to do all the background game. Guess the background game. Anthony, who gave you a thumbs down? I know. You know what, Anthony?
I don't know who it is, but we've been having that.
Yeah, as of late, there has apparently been one particular troll that has gotten a kick out of giving us thumbs down. Oh well, they still need to click on our videos in order to do so. So hey, it's not really our loss. That's the way I look at it. So whatever. It's all good. Let's see, more meetings and greetings. All right, good deal. Yeah, guys, feel free to share the live stream out if you think we can get a few more fellow travelers on board. That would be great. And Anthony is pointing out to us that he has been having that one troll as well. Maybe it's just one person that goes from channel to channel and has nothing better to do than
do poo-poo on people.
Be pathetic, basically.
Do
oh well.
Poo-poo on people.
That's the joke is on them, not on us, like I just explained. Okay, so I think we can start discussing Europe travel first.
Okay. Right now, any of y'all looking to go to Europe, you really need to watch what the protocols are right now because they are changing rapidly. Now, we all know that the United States got put on the naughty list of the EU, and that happened a little while ago. Well, but what they did was they made it a recommendation to limit or stop United States, U.S. travelers from coming into the EU. Well, that being said, that it's a suggestion. Different countries did different things with that suggestion. Now, the majority of countries are saying if you're tested and vaccinated, you can still go. Although there are some countries that are a little more tricky. Switzerland, I believe, is one of them. Sweden is one of them. And the Netherlands.
Of course.
And the Netherlands, I do believe, is the most challenging one. Right now, to go to the Netherlands, not only do you have to test within 24 hours of travel. That's really close.
That's insane.
You also have to be fully vaccinated, and you have to quarantine for 10 days upon arrival. And it's a serious quarantine. I mean, if they catch you not in quarantine, we're talking major fines.
Yeah.
Now, if you are visiting family there is supposedly a list of exemptions.
Supposedly.
Yeah, which we would have fell under. But we decided because things at that point weren't settled yet. And they were like kind of turning over like, are we going to, we didn't know what was going to happen. So that's why we postponed our trip. And that's why we're here today. Because right now we should be in the Netherlands. But like I said, now I have been hearing, as far as I know, Germany is still good. As far as I know, all the things are supposed to be happening coming up in Germany, like Oberammergau, and, you know, and then next year for Oktoberfest, that should all still be good. As far as we know, that is all still good. But like I said, things are changing daily. So if you do have a trip planned, make sure you are looking on the official sites. Don't just look at Facebook or anything like that, or even YouTube for that matter. You want to go to the official pages of those countries.
Yes.
Another good source of information is usually your airline. They're gonna usually know what you need in order to get into the country you're going to. In fact, before, I will say this, we were traveling with Delta Airlines to the Netherlands, and before we left, before anything else happened, we got an email from Delta telling us the changes that had happened and if we still wanted to travel. Now, with that being said, I got that email about 7 o'clock in the evening. The Dutch people didn't even know this yet. I messaged his mom when it was time for her to wake up in the morning, and she's like, no, everything's fine. I'm like, don't think so.
Not quite.
Not quite. And then as the day went on, she started reading on the website about, oh my gosh.
And then she saw for herself.
Then she saw, but it wasn't until later on that she even knew. So, like I said, make sure you're keeping on top of things, because what you don't want to do is get somewhere and have them turn around and send you back.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Before we continue discussing this topic, I'm going to have a look at the chat here. I see a lot of activity going on. So some meetings and greetings. And then Nick says that he drove 20 miles across town to find a rental car. He called 10 enterprises, and the last one said, yes, it's a lucky day, and they'll let me return it at the location closer to my home. Okay, that's great. That's great, Nick. So that's a little Band-Aid on the wound for you then. That's good. Roy and Becky's Travels. Hi. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Glad to have you back in here once again. How have you been? Nick saying hi to everyone in the chat. Okay, some more meetings and greetings. Nick says, I love the Dutch, but that is insane. You know what, Nick? Let me tell you this. It's not really a surprise to me. I mean, as a Dutchman, I'm obviously familiar with the way the Dutch government works. And can you say inefficient? And that goes for several other things as far as organization is concerned in the Netherlands. There is, and basically it doesn't really come from a bad place, I don't think. No, it doesn't. The intention is there to do the right thing.
Abundance of caution.
But it's to the point that I don't know. It's like trying to cut something with a fork. I mean,
no,
that is not what you use to cut something.
No, it's like trying to cut something with a Q-tip.
So let's take, for instance, public transportation, and I'm particularly taking aim here at the Dutch railroad. Well, you know, every season of the year there is an issue. So if we look at, let's start in just with the winter here. Winter, that can affect the railroads, and you know, the switches may freeze, and that may cause railroad tracks to be practically inoperable, and therefore trains cannot drive. In the summer, it can sometimes get warm, not even like ridiculously warm, but for Dutch standards warm. But the Dutch infrastructure is already not really prepared for that. So what happens then? The railroads expand, and that causes issues again. Yeah. So summer is not really great for train trips in the Netherlands either. Then we have fall. That brings a whole new issue along. Leaves on the railroad tracks.
Yes, it's a big deal there.
That is a massive deal out there. Can you imagine? That is a big deal there. Leaves from trees on the railroad tracks.
You know what's funny?
What?
Is none of these issues seem to affect the trains in Germany.
Oh, no. Heck no. And as far as the trouble with the winter has been concerned, the Germans have even offered help. Like, hey, we know how to deal with this. We can help you here. But
The Dutch are like, we got it.
Yeah, so much for that. So that leaves you only with one season, which would be spring. Well, there's always work on the railroad tracks, and to just fill up that one part of the year that could possibly make it go somewhat smooth. So, yeah, it's a shame really, because if you look at the Dutch railroad network, there is a lot of places you can go to within the Netherlands by just railroads. It's incredible. If it would have been a smooth running organization that's behind it, great, but unfortunately. All right, so Darian is pointing out here that Germany is still good. Yes, that is what we have understood. And Darian also saying that all of the Christmas markets are so far in 2021. Okay, let's hope it stays that way. Mm-hmm. As some of you, if not most of you, may know, at the end of November, we do have a tour actually that's scheduled, on which we have been appointed to be the tour directors to the Christmas markets in Germany and Austria. So we really hope that's going to go through. Nick is pointing out to Darian that he's only 2 months away from being in Georgia. All right. Okay. Good deal. More meetings and greetings. Anthony asking you, Kimberly, do you have to be vaccinated to go to Paris?
Yeah, I believe so. You have to be vaccinated. France is one of the ones. Yeah.
From what I recall, though, from what you were telling me, France is one of those countries. If you're vaccinated, you're just fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think you would have to look it up. Some of them are vaccinated and testing, and some of them are just vaccinated. But I think pretty much, I'm going to just say this to you, Anthony. If you want to travel to Europe, you need to be vaccinated, because keep in mind too, even if the country says, well, you can test, but to go to a lot of the different venues, you have to be vaccinated and have to show proof of vaccination or be tested like every 20 minutes, which you don't want to do on a trip. So definitely make sure if you're traveling to Europe, you're vaccinated. That's just a good...
It would avoid a lot of issues. Yeah. Roy and Becky are pointing out that they're on their phone, so please be advised that for that reason they cannot tag everyone, but they are in the chat and they do want to say hi to everyone in here. Nick is saying Netherlands is also requiring sacrificing your firstborn son. Quite interesting for a fairly non-religious country.
Jake is really glad we didn't go.
That can only come from Nick D. Let's just play that goofy trip. Let that goofy clip. There we go. That is Nick D in the house, and once again coming in with a rather remarkable comment here. Welcome back, my friend. Tyrannical Mystery Covers having a good laugh. Leaves on the tracks, laughing up. Yeah, I know. That's how funny it is. I mean, after years of dealing with that same issue, wouldn't you think they would come up with a way to get rid of that? I mean, there has to be ways to deal with it. Daniel's back at some dog cleanup. All right, welcome back. And Nick P says, I've been working on the railroad all the
live long day.
Live long day.
That's a song.
Okay.
He doesn't know that.
No, I'm not familiar with you do, apparently.
It's an old song.
Tyrannical Mystery Covers asking me if can your family meet you in Germany? Technically they could if they would be driving out there. The only thing is they don't really live that close to the German border, and so that would take a while to get there.
We're not at that point yet. Hopefully we're going to get over there soon. Hopefully for Christmas.
Yeah. Nick P is going back on the road. I'll be listening. Okay, all right, Nick. Sounds good. Anthony, thank you for your answer. And there is our nautical nurse, Nancy. Hello and goedenavond. Oh, look at that. Going the Dutch way. Well, hello to you and welcome back in, Nancy. Always good to have you with us. Then more meetings and greetings, and more meetings and greetings. All right. So, exactly. What?
Right.
You're like, what's?
I'm happy.
Okay, good. So am I. Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, I was going to ask you, what would you say are like the major differences between European countries in terms of how they deal with this now?
Like I said, but I'll be honest. It seems like the ones that are more dependent on tourism are making it a little easier to enter. Okay, the ones that aren't as reliant on tourism are making it a little harder. So, like I said, the best thing, but keep in mind too, the United States is not letting any European travelers in. So keep that in mind too. We're not letting them come in here.
Yeah. I do want to point something out here regarding what Nancy is saying here, because her daughter Naomi had surgery. That went well, and she is resting a lot and healing. Nancy writes here, so that's awesome. We're glad to hear that, Nancy. That's really good news. Awesome. Hopefully her recovery will be speedy, and she'll be back up and running here very, very soon. All right, we're almost half an hour into our live stream. If you just popped in, make sure that you hit those thumbs up for us. We would really appreciate that. Make sure that you also are subscribed to our channel still. As you may have heard, the YouTube gods are still on their purging frenzy. Sherry from a very awesome Sunsets in the house. Hello there, Sherry. Thank you so much for joining us. If I am not mistaken, you are still going live at 7 o'clock. So if you're in the mood for talking some more travel after our live stream is done, then pop over to Sherry's live stream. Nancy says here, I sure wish we could take every great cruise deal that's out there. Yeah, who doesn't, right? And these cruise wars or these price wars are just getting bizarre at this point.
Oh my gosh. Like, okay, Neil and I have been in a casino once.
Something like that.
Once on our last trip, we did go to the casino. We had some onboard credit. We did spend a little bit in the casino. But I mean, when I say a little bit, I'm talking like $50 a person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking a huge amount.
No, don't do that.
I mean, it's not us.
Nope.
And we got a casino offer.
Yeah.
For Carnival. And I'm like,
we're just spending like an hour or something.
I'm like, we got
in the casino
and
last
I told
trip.
him, I said, we got a casino offer. And
Whatever.
And I was like, oh my goodness. But no, there are a lot of really good deals out there. Like I said, when you are looking, if you have a travel agent, have them look for you, make sure they have, your information and your numbers for each one of the cruise lines, your, whatever they're called. What are they called? You know what I mean? Your membership numbers, whatever, the VIFP for Carnival, you know what I mean? And, because sometimes those offers are just for certain people. And if you're not looking at it with that information in, you're not going to see the offer. So that's very important. But yeah, MSC is doing things like 50% off for healthcare workers. Yeah.
There you go.
On certain cruises, and you have to show proof, but that is out there too. I mean, I don't think they have had the amount of people that they would want to have anxious to cruise. And now everybody's kind of doing the price war kind of thing. I mean, it's an amazing time to be cruising.
It sure is. All right, back to the comments in the chat then. Nancy with a question here that saying, so great, can you take advantage of that casino offer?
I wish, no.
No. Unfortunately. Daniel says you wouldn't believe the amount of cruising casino offers we get each week. It's absolutely crazy. I bet. But then again, you and Nancy like the casino.
I think you spend a little more in the casino than we do.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, for you guys to get a casino offer,
it
makes sense. For us, it's like, what?
Hey, as long as Nancy keeps winning, right?
Yeah.
Roberto in the house. Hello to Travel on Tour. Sorry, I'm late visiting the grandbaby. That's right. Yes, Robert and Maria became grandparents not too long ago.
Yes,
so congratulations once again on becoming grandma and granddad. Hopefully you're enjoying your time with the new grandchild. Mm-hmm. And then we are all caught up in the chat again. All right, good. Then I think we can get started here with this behind us.
Guess the background.
Guess the background. That's right. As is customary in our live streams, we always have a little guess the background game. Now, mind you, if you have any travel pictures that you think would make a great background for our live stream and for the Guess the Background game, feel free to submit those to totravelandtour@gmail.com. So basically just the name of our channel at gmail.com to that. And in your message, briefly write that you give us permission to use your picture for this particular purpose. And then in one of our live streams, you're going to see it as our background. Okay, so we're going to have you have a look at our background. There it is. There it is. It's a clear blue sky, except for maybe a few nice little clouds. Small city or town, so you will. Rather green surroundings in a way, some mountains. So the question for you, of course, is going to be, where was this picture taken? Let us know if you have an idea. We're not going to instantly say if an answer was correct or not. We're going to pick your brain a little bit first, see what guesses you can come up with. And then once everyone had the opportunity to put their guesses in, we will announce the correct answer. Okay, so Dan had put in a very early answer. He thought it was Ketchikan, Alaska. Some more guesses are coming in at this point. Daniel also thinks that it is Alaska, although he doesn't specify where. Nancy's wondering, could that be in Northern Europe? Norway, perhaps. And Dan very strongly maintains, hey, that is still Ketchikan. All right. And Anne also is convinced that this is Alaska.
We really did love Alaska.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, in terms of natural beauty, it's a hard one to topple. I mean, I've seen many gorgeous, scenic areas in the world, but Alaska, I think Alaska's got it. And Daniel goes, can you see Russia from there?
I don't think so.
I think there might be certain points in Alaska that you could see Russia from, but as far as this place is concerned, no. Tyrannical Mystery Covers is also convinced that this is Ketchikan in Alaska.
Is it?
We will let you know here soon. And says, can't wait to see your videos. Well, guess what? This Sunday, so that is when we are going to be having the next premiere. And that will be of an Alaska vlog, indeed. In fact, we're going to show you the Tracy Arm Fjords that we sailed through, and boy, is that amazing. It's like I said before, I had a blast putting that video together. It really came nice, even if I say so myself. And I hope you will certainly enjoy the video as much as I enjoyed putting it together. But the scenery, as you will see in that video, is just second to none. Yeah. It's drop dead gorgeous. Lindy Lou sending prayers in Nancy's direction for speedy recovery for her daughter. Awesome. Dan says with a really high letter, Daniel. Oh, okay, yeah. Nick D says Finland fishing village made friends with local Vikings.
Good to know.
Why not, right? Anne says, I should be home this Sunday. Hopefully, I will see your reminder. Okay. Hey, Anne, if not, the video is going to be there. It will be up. If you can make the premieres, it's just going to be there for whenever you have a chance to watch it. So, are we going to get any more guesses in on where this picture was taken? Let's give you the opportunity to have a closer look one more time. There it is. There it is. So where do you think that was taken? Let's see here. Looks like Anne and Lindy Lou are telling Robert how great it is to be a grandparent. Nice. That's awesome. All right, soon enough we will be announcing the correct answer for the Guess the Background game. So if you have had multiple guesses or you haven't guessed at all yet, please put your guess in at this time, just to give one more opportunity to everyone to put in their final guess. Let us know, where do you think this picture was taken? There will be no guessing picture taker. That will be us. We took the picture ourselves, so we can give you that as a hint. well, you probably know where we have been to as of late, as far as travel is concerned. So put in your final guesses. Have we seen really the correct answer yet, Kimberly? I mean, we have seen some answers perhaps that might be hinting in the right direction.
I think they're in the right direction.
Have we seen the correct answer yet?
I'm
not sure. Nick D is wondering, could this be the Inside Passage? Okay. All right. Nick D wondering Skagway or Juneau. Which one, Nick? Which one are you going with?
He just knows where we were.
I mean, you know where we were, obviously, but what is going to be your final guess? There have been several voices going up for Ketchikan, and I'm seeing Skagway as well now, just like you were mentioning. But all right. Who is going to run with it and thinks it might be Seattle, Washington?
I really love Seattle.
Seattle is an awesome city for sure. Yeah, it's the only really big downside of Seattle is it's pricey. It's really pricey. I mean, as a traveler from an area where where cost of living is not that much on the high side, we were kind of shocked by the cost of living in Seattle. We can tell you that. But if you can look past that, it is really
it's
an amazing city to explore. And it's also accentuating that, very expensive. Daniel also saying had a great time in Seattle. Nice. Sven Mystery Covers has made up his mind going with Skagway. And among the guesses that are in the direction of Alaska, Nancy says that she's going to guess Juneau. Okay. All right. Correct answer coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, right, Kimberly. Okay. Yeah, no. We'll give you a buzzer for that one. Just like we do in the vlogs.
There they went. Oh, you can just hear me. Oh.
You know what? I think a lot of our fellow travelers are too well traveled to fall for that. I don't.
What area of Philadelphia is that?
No way. But the only one, I mean, I have seen some answers hinting in the direction of Alaska. Yeah, Alaska is correct, but the only correct answer, really correct answer, is indeed Juneau. Very good, Nancy. Well done. This was Juneau, Alaska, where we did a fantastic excursion that consisted of visiting the Mendenhall Glacier, and afterwards that was followed by some whale watching.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
We had a fantastic time there. If we haven't told you the story yet, let's quickly go over that. So Mendenhall Glacier, there is a visitor center and a small walking trail there you can take that gives you a little bit of a closer look at the Mendenhall Glacier. So there is a way to get a little bit closer to it. And there are some amazing photo opportunities there you can take. And yeah, it really is a real authentic glacier. So it has this interesting bluish color to it and everything. It is gorgeous. Now, as for the whale watching excursion we did, we had the pleasure of having a wildly enthusiastic captain who, if you wouldn't know, you might think that she'd never done it before. She was so enthusiastic, but this woman was truly doing what she loves, and that was so awesome to see. That she was completely in her element, and you had to see her conduct that boat. Holy moly! I don't know how, but that was superb. I have to say, very good captain indeed. Daniel's pointing out that they did the glacier and the salmon bake. Oh, there you go. And Nancy says that it looks so pretty. Oh, Alaska is fantastic, Nancy. It is gorgeous. Absolutely one of my favorite scenery areas that I've ever been to. And Nick says, I got it. I guess a lot of places you might get it right. You just might, right, Nick? Lindy Lou says, since I've never been to Alaska, it was strictly a wild guess. Hey, sometimes you have to make those wild guesses, right? And Lindy Lou says, congrats, our famous nurse Nancy. Awesome, awesome. And Nancy yourself cannot wait to see Alaska
You'll
next
love it.
May.
You'll
Nancy,
love it.
you're
gonna
going
love
to
it.
fall in love with Alaska.
We
It
should.
is
We did.
it's a whole different animal from the tropics, but um, in my opinion, it's more beautiful than the tropics. I mean, I never saw it coming that those turquoise teal colors that are so widely associated with the tropics and the Caribbean can be found in Alaska as well.
I know.
So you have, and it's weird because you have that on one hand, and then you have snowy mountaintops on another.
Which is beautiful.
It makes for an absolutely stunning scenery. So I don't know if you're going to be sailing through the Tracy Arm Fjords, Nancy, but don't underestimate that part of your
Yeah.
trip because there is nothing
enjoyed
like
that
sitting
so
on your
much.
balcony, or if you don't want to stay on your balcony, just go out on the Lido deck or whatever and get yourself some hot chocolate. That's major
And a
part of
blanket.
it. And a blanket. Yes, they had those on board too. And just enjoy being in Alaska. And that's truly all you need to do. Just enjoy being in Alaska. Sherry throws in hashtag Alaska June 2022.
Oh, good.
Awesome, awesome. And Eric says Alaska is one of my last 5 now that I knocked our Vermont. Oh,
Ooh.
so Eric B down to only 5 states within the United States that he has not visited yet. Well, Eric, I'm quite convinced that within the next few years you will be completing that particular journey that you have taken to visit every single state. When do you think, if I may ask, when you have completed all 50? You think that's going to happen within the next few years, maybe the next 10 years, or
Maybe next year.
maybe next year already? I mean, what do you think? All right. Okay. So, yes, Juneau, Alaska, great place. A little bit more touristy, I would say, than Skagway, but still interesting. And there is a lot to see and to do, like we just told you. Skagway, I have to say, though, there's something about Skagway. Skagway still has maintained and retained, I should say, a lot of its old Western frontier kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
It's really a small town. I will never forget our guide. Remember how he said, well, we'll give you a tour of like the main street. And then 5 seconds later, he said, and this is the end of the main street.
Yeah, now we're done.
It's really a small town, very dependent on basically tourism and travelers coming over on the cruise ships. But that said, it also has retained very much of its old frontier feel to it, and the scenery is just awesome, guys. And if you what was called the White Claw Pass that we did a train trip over,
That
like
was
14-mile stretch, do it. You won't regret it. You actually can stand outside the cars of the train on a little platform, the area that connects one car from another, and then to do some filming out there. There's going to be a vlog about that too, because I probably spend more time outside the car than
He
inside.
really did.
Just filming the gorgeous scenery that Alaska has to offer. All right, let's see here. Back to the chat. Roy and Becky are saying that Alaska is on their bucket list. Roy and Becky, make sure that Alaska is high up your bucket list. You're not going to regret that. I'm telling you, you would love it. Lindy Lou says, no cruise to Alaska for me. Now that my daughter lives there, got to visit her in Fairbanks. Yes, that's awesome. We did not hit Fairbanks.
No.
We went to Skagway. We went to Juneau, and there was Ketchikan, and the Tracy Arm Fjords, not to forget. But Fairbanks may be in a future Alaska cruise, because me and Kimberly, as soon as we were even traveling back to Seattle, we already said we will be back in Alaska. This is not the last time we have traveled to this beautiful part of the United States. Eric, in response to our question, says that he hopes to complete hitting all 50 states within the next 2 years.
That's great.
That is awesome. That's awesome. He is going to try to knock out North Dakota and Iowa pretty soon. Nice. Good. That sounds good. So North Dakota and Iowa are still on your list, huh? I would think, what about Hawaii? Have you been to Hawaii yet? We haven't. So that is still on our list to complete. From Jamaica, tuning in is our friend from Selfin's Kitchen. Welcome back. Big shout out to you. Glad to see you in here. How are things in Jamaica? And have you been cooking anything good lately? Let us know. Daniel says, and the White Pass rail had the most affordable baseball hat, but you had to carry cash. Yeah, that is right. And they still do sell some things like that. There is, what was it like? There was a book, I think, a scenery book. There was the baseball cap and was something else. And it was cheaper, basically. It was a better value to get all items and just, I think it was like, what, $20? Something like that.
I don't know.
We didn't buy anything, but yeah, they still come around in the cars and offer you if you want to buy something. Dan has been to Hawaii, said it was amazing. Awesome. And Lindy Lou seems to have been there too. Okay, so let's spin this around a little bit. We have been doing most of the talking in here so far. We want to hear you talk a little bit more. So about Hawaii. If you have been to Hawaii, did you like it, first of all? And second, if me and Kimberly, and who knows what fellow travelers would be joining us on that trip, if we were ever to go to Hawaii, what would you recommend us to see, to do, or to visit? Let us know. Let's have a little bit of a chat about that. Because you asked me what Hawaii is, I'm thinking gorgeous beaches, great tropical scenery, pineapple, a lot of pineapple.
Pineapple's always good.
Spam,
yeah.
Hawaiian native culture. That's another thing, and the language that goes with that is kind of difficult to pronounce sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know. Eric says no. Hawaii, Alaska, New Mexico are the other three, with North Dakota and Iowa. Okay. All right. Well, Eric, I can tell you're going to love Alaska. Absolutely. That's so funny. You've been to 45 of the 50 states. And
amazing.
We actually got one on you, which is Alaska now. Nancy says, going to Hawaii next year, I hope. Are there cruises going there yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I was actually looking, Nancy, if you look in February, there are some really good deals. Round trip Alaska on Carnival.
Yeah. Well,
just saying.
Yeah. So there you have it. Yes, there are cruises going out to Alaska at this time. I do
not
believe
Alaska, Hawaii.
She was Hawaii. I'm still thinking Alaska. Okay. But yeah, Hawaii then.
Yeah, as far like I said,
now what ports do those go through again?
I don't know.
I
have no idea.
What ports do they start? I would assume Seattle is one.
No, these are going out of California.
Oh, okay. That was California.
They're going out of California.
All right. Huh. There are no cruises going out of Seattle to Hawaii whatsoever?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
Oh, okay. Lindy Lou says the road to Hana as a recommendation. In Maui, it's long, slow, but so beautiful. Many waterfalls. Also an authentic luau.
Cool. Very cool.
What is a luau? I've heard the word.
It's like a dinner and a dance, like a party thing.
Oh, okay. All right. I see. Good. Well, then that is definitely something to keep in mind. Thank you for that suggestion, Lindy Lou. And Dan says the best part of our Hawaiian cruise was getting to go to Fanning Island in Tabueran. Am I pronouncing that correctly? The most amazing place I've ever visited.
Wow.
Okay. So then what made it amazing? Was it the scenery? Was it food that you had there? Was it a little bit of everything? What made it so amazing? Nancy commenting here, we are booked Hawaii for January 2022, but I was worried if they are up and running.
You know what? Right now, Hawaii is saying stay away, but but all the way till January, things change. Like I said, nothing's being canceled yet. I think they're just at the point of caution right now.
Yep. Daniel says, in the past, Norwegian cruise lines did 10 days of Seattle to Hawaii one-way cruises with 5 straight sea days.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, like I said, the one I saw that I was looking at was February and was round trip. So it was 14 days. And you went out of LA and came back to LA.
All right. Travel Mystery Covers also recommending the road to Hana. Okay, so that's another one. So that's really something we need to keep in mind. Ronnie and Alma from Life is Good Today,
Woo!
aka the Woo crew in the house. Welcome in our friends from North Carolina tuning in here once again. Nancy thanking you, Kimberly. And Eric here says that he loves solo travel, but I just keep feeling like Hawaii wouldn't be as fun for a single guy. But I've been soloing 80% of my travel. Yeah, what can I say, Eric? I mean, if you want to go there, just go. And if once you get to Hawaii, who is to say you're gonna stay single? Just saying. I mean, things happen,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it is time to bring it up, huh?
Okay. It has been.
What do we always do when we have a major announcement?
Okay.
Hey, I'm not making these clips for no reason, right?
Are you gonna do the clip?
Of course I am.
Well, then do it.
That's right, guys. We do have some breaking news for you. Kimberly, go ahead.
Okay. You know how anxious Neil and I have been to continue with our tour directing. It's what we really love to do. We went to school for it, and before we even started the YouTube channel, we were working as tour directors. And then, of course, we got hit with
this. The COVID.
And things had really changed. Now, what happened? I have some interesting news. Now, as you know, we do a lot of Europe, and we've done some United States too. And we've done Mexico. We've taken some of y'all to Mexico and things like that. Well, today we got an offer from a company, and it looks like we're going to be accepting it to do some tours in the Midwest.
Not really the Midwest.
Yeah.
This is more like West.
And we're very excited. I don't know a whole lot about it yet. I mean, this just took place this afternoon. But we
hardly had time to go over the itinerary.
We haven't even, And they look like they'll be able to keep us pretty busy too in that area of the country.
Yep.
And we're very excited.
Oh, yes.
And here's the kicker. We're going to start on Sunday.
So you have to keep in mind, as soon as we accept this offer that we have gotten,
we're going to get on a plane.
We're pretty much getting on a plane and head west.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
To Vegas.
Yeah. Here I was just, doing my door dashing earlier today, and then I got a text message. I can wait till you get home because, I have some major news. I'm like, what? And I had a pretty good day with my daughters. I say, oh, so you can outdo what I made today. And she goes, oh, yeah. I'm like, wow. So, it was really on short notice. Totally did not see this coming. But this came out of the clear blue sky.
Yeah, and it's actually through one of the other tour operators that we were working for recommended us to another tour operator who's in a jam. And he knew that we weren't actively leading any tours this month or next month because, our Netherlands was kind of canceled.
Yeah.
And
postponed.
And so he said he was going to introduce us through email, which he did. And then there was an email from Jason. And then I called him and he's like, okay, this is what and we went over the basics of everything. And so there's a good chance that we'll be flying probably Friday.
Who knew?
So we're gonna. I'm very excited. It's we haven't even had time to go over the itinerary completely.
No.
So I'm not gonna pretend I'm gonna tell you where we're going because you know what? It's areas that we have some familiarity with, and we're very excited about. There's going to be, I know, a lot of hiking.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a lot of outdoors, and it's just going to be fantastic. We can't wait.
No.
Can't wait. And I'm excited.
Same here. That's going to be awesome. That's really going to be awesome.
And we'll keep you updated.
Oh yes, definitely. All right, some comments are coming through here. Let's see here. So Lindy Lou here was saying that Princess round trip 15 days, 4 sea days there and 4 sea days back. Wow. Nice. Dan says it was so primitive, no electricity or running water. Children thought quarters were something to eat.
Oh no.
Was the Pacific atoll a ring-shaped island with a lagoon in the center? Really?
Oh my.
That's interesting. Yeah, that it's places like that would definitely be interesting to explore then. Nancy says, breaking news. Yes, isn't it breaking news though? Like I said, we didn't know this until today.
Yeah,
so
like,
we couldn't even have shared this earlier with you.
No, Neil found out about this like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nancy says, oh, I thought you were touring Wisconsin. Not
yes,
that direction.
Wisconsin!
Then adding to that, wow, that's exciting. Oh, it sure is. It sure is. We can't wait.
Neil has been waiting to do, he's really wanted to do this. He wants to do a Wisconsin cheese tour. It's sparkling water.
I don't know. Considering what's coming out of your mouth, I'm not so sure. Dan says that what notice was a little short. It was Dan, but hey, sometimes that just happens in this business. That's just the way it goes. Nancy goes Vegas.
Yeah.
I think that's the starting point.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. This Sunday, wow, says Lindy New. I know, right? Nick says Alaska and Hawaii are his last two states that he has been. He only needs to complete those two, and then he will have been to every state in the U.S. That's awesome. That's awesome, Nick. And Nancy is wondering, can Eddie come along?
I wish. I wish.
It has crossed our minds, of course, but there's no way, Nancy. Unfortunately, we'll have to make arrangements for him. Don't worry, he will be looked after, and he will be looked after properly. Tropical Mystery Cover saying very, very cool. And Eric is always down for Vegas, he says. Nice. Nick P says, what did you guys think of the video of my Colorado train trip last year? I love trains like that. The Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railroad, similar to that Alaska railroad. Nick, I don't think I've had the opportunity to watch that vlog of yours yet.
He had put it in our Two Traveling Tour.
Yeah, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And Nancy goes, cheese stores having a good life. Yeah, have fun, Kimberly. Nick then adding 43 days till my epic Amtrak trip. It's almost here. It's good to see and hear you guys. I won't be able to chat again on tonight's stream. Okay, not a problem. Hey, that is the way it goes sometimes. Tropical Mystery Cover says that he has seen all 50 states and many countries.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Anthony is suggesting Eddie can come along if you rent an RV.
Oh, but this isn't that.
I
this is
would
managing
love to RV and bring Eddie along at some point, Anthony. And RVing is on our things to do list. But keep in mind, our things to do list is about, well, as long as the distance to where we're headed at this point in time. So, a lot coming. And there are going to be videos, of course. But we're also going to make a video that is more exclusive for the group that is involved with this trip. But there's going to be vlogging in addition to that. Yeah. So there's really a lot of content coming out. So yes, about that, now that we have shared the big news with you, let's have a look a little bit at what is coming up here on our channel very soon, other than our live stream.
Why are you clicking on these channels?
I'm not clicking on all these channels, Kimberly. I'm just going to here. So this Sunday at 7:45 p.m., that is when you're going to see basically what we saw in Alaska in the Tracy Arm Fjord. I'm telling you guys, this is really a beautiful and relaxing piece of footage that I put together in this video. So highly recommend that. And then on Sunday, which is going to be the 20th. Oh, no. Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
No, hold on. Sunday the 19th is the Alaska, the Tracy Arm Fjord. And then Monday the 20th is when we have another food video for you, this time about the buffet at the Rio Palace Costa Mujeres. So that's going to be taking place then. And in particular, that is going to be about the dinner buffet. So stay tuned for that. Not sure what our scheduling is going to be like for live streams to come.
We'll find out.
We're not even sure if this Friday there's going to be a night out.
I would think not.
If we are going to be traveling on Friday, obviously that's going to get difficult for us.
I know nothing.
You don't know nothing.
I know nothing at this point. I just got to figure stuff out.
I know, right? Let's see here. Eddie can come along if you rent RV. Yeah, I know. Lady Lou's wondering, are you coming to my home state, Nevada? Well, given that we do know that Vegas is going to be a starting point, Lady Lou, so apparently we are headed to Nevada then, yes.
Yeah.
Tonico Mystery Covers asking how many days it's going to be. I think this tour was 11.
Yeah, but then we're probably going to do something on the other end of it.
Yeah, there is a fair chance that we're going to be directing a back-to-back tour. So we're going to be doing one tour first, and then that's going to be followed by another tour in the same area. That's very likely of that happening. So, but again, we are going to stay in touch with you guys. So be sure you are a member of the To Travel and Tour community on the Facebook.
There really could be pop-ups now.
Yeah, there really could be pop-ups now. That's for sure. And make sure that notification bell is on our channel as well. Because now more than ever, like Kimberly said, there's going to be things popping up like at random, basically. We don't know what's going to be happening next, but we are planning on keeping you guys informed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since we have a lot to do in the next so many hours or next couple of days, we are going to cut it a little bit short this evening.
Yeah.
So big thank you to everyone who joined us today. Always enjoy your company in here. Special thank you to our moderators in our live stream who made sure that everything went nice and smooth today.
We always appreciate
and
that.
had to step away asking us where we are going. So Anne had to step away right as we announced the big news, but that's quite all right.
That's okay, Anne.
That happens, but we are headed west. Yes. Unexpectedly, we have been assigned a tour, or basically asked to be tour directors on a tour that is in the west of the country. So think the direction of Nevada, Colorado, that direction.
Utah.
So yeah, Utah is one of them. But yeah, like I said, I just was filled in like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, and I wasn't really filled in yet.
So we're going to be learning a lot here about the upcoming trip here very shortly, about where it is taking us and what we will be doing exactly. Eric says, back-to-back tours from To Travel and Tour. You're earning the name. Yes, we sure are, Eric. Nice one. Tyrannical Mystery Cover says, have a good night. All right. And Dan says, can't wait to see your updates. Exciting time. It sure is.
We are so excited because you know what? We love it. We really do. We love it.
Then he says, thanks to the Mod Squad. Absolutely. And Anne says, oh, so beautiful out that way. Safe travels, my friends. We're looking forward, and we're absolutely looking forward. Linda saying, thanks, Neil Kimberly, and best of luck on the great adventure. We're looking forward to that as well. So thank you so much for joining us. Next up from To Travel and Tour, guaranteed, is this Sunday, the premiere at 7:45 p.m.
Yeah.
First Alaska vlog. Maybe on Friday night, but given the current situation, not guaranteed.
I don't know.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, at 7 o'clock, that is when Sherry from Sherry Awesome Sunsets will go live.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel like talking some more travel, go hop over to her channel.
She's so nice.
Until next time, this is Neil.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To Travel and Tour TV.
Bye.
Bye.